Well, if you can't tell, I was grinning a great deal. Had a wonderful day on May 4th at Dobbins Bennett High School to have the honor of giving the um, Higher Education Advancement 2 award to somebody who's going out of state to college, but we will let him tell you that. But our Kiwanis Award for the high achievement, high grade point average individual at Dobbins Bennett. I learned after I was there that in addition to getting our major award, he was awarded the French Award, the Math Award, the Tennis Award, and the Science Award. And I knew he scored a perfect 100% on his ACT test, and he's a National Merit Commended status. But it was my pleasure to give him our award, as I say, for the outstanding achievement and academic excellence that he received as the highest GPA awardee at Dobbins Bennett. And it's my pleasure to introduce him to you today.
Okay. First, I'd like to say thank you, Dr. Davis, and thank you to everyone in this room. And it's such a great honor to be able to speak in front of everybody today. This thing on. Can everyone hear me? Okay. It is such a great honor to be able to speak in front of everybody in this room today. And I'm so honored for the award that I was given the other day. And I just want to say thank you for everything, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak here today. Today, I just want to say a couple words on why I think, first of all, why I think this award is so important to me, and why I'm really appreciative that it's given to the highest GPA student at Dobbins Bennett, and a little bit about Dobbins Bennett in general. Obviously, a lot of you may have gone to Dobbins Bennett, but coming out of it, hopefully graduating in a week or two, um, I just want to give a little bit about my experiences there, and then what I plan on doing after. So, first of all, I'm just gonna take this out. First of all, I want to talk a little bit about the academics at Dobbins Bennett. So, when I take visits around for colleges on campuses like across the country, I always talk with other students and how they like their academics or their academic experience at their high schools. And given my 4 years at Dobbins Bennett, every single day that I'm here and every single day that I talk with students across the country, I am so grateful that for everything that Dobbins Bennett gives us and provides for all their students. And speaking with other kids that go to high schools here, but also like great high schools across the country, we realize that Dobbins Bennett is just different. So obviously, there's the AP classes and all of this, but the teachers there as well. It doesn't matter if it's just like a simple like a calculus class or physics. The teachers there go above and beyond, and they make the courses rigorous and challenging to prepare you for the next level. And so Dobbins Bennett has just done so much for me, and I really um, am grateful to be able to attend such a great high school. I mean, I know a lot of my friends who don't go to Dobbins Bennett and then end up going to um, col- uh, colleges where the course curriculum is very difficult. For example, they oftentimes struggle. And I remember when my brother was taking organic chemistry at Georgia Tech, I was asking him, how was the transition, from Dobbins Bennett to Georgia Tech? And he's like, well, it's actually not as bad as you'd think, because getting to take classes like AP Chemistry at Dobbins Bennett, where you're already prepared for a lot of these things, the transition is just so much easier. And the academics at Dobbins Bennett are great, but that's just one portion, right? And two of the things that I love about Dobbins Bennett is what Dobbins Bennett provides for us, but also what Dobbins Bennett allows us to go do on our own. So Dobbins Bennett obviously has done a lot for me through the academics it's provided for me, but also it's allowed me to go do so much on my own. For example, Mu Alpha Theta. Mu Alpha Theta is the honors math organization That's a national organization, which is for math students, math competitions, things of that nature. So, in my 11th grade year, I went down to the state competition for Mu Alpha Theta, and I was very grateful because I was given the ability to go down there with a teacher, and a lot of my team was actually sick, and the rest of my team was at a science Olympiad competition. So I was the only one, and I'm so grateful that even though I was the only student who was able to represent Dobbins Bennett that day, because a lot of my teammates, couldn't be there, I was still given the opportunity to go down to Oak Ridge High School and compete in all the competitions. And I decided to actually run for state president. And something funny, or something fun and funny, I guess, about how the presidency works for Mu Alpha Theta is that the president of the Mu Alpha Theta State Convention, they actually host the next year's state competition. So after competing in all the events, and I realized that I actually won the state presidency, and that would mean I'd have to host the next year's math competition at Dobbins Bennett. And at first, I was like really stressed because there are going to be hundreds and hundreds of kids coming from Memphis, Nashville, Knoxville, all these different schools across Tennessee coming to Dobbins Bennett, and I was worried like I have to make all these tests, get the answers, answer keys, solutions, make double, triple check them because I already know those kids from Memphis University School are going to be on me. So having to do so much work, I was a little bit worried, but having the guidance of my teachers and having the support of my principals who were willing to open up the new STEM building, which is just amazing, and getting to open that up and host a competition in there, it made it so much easier having the support of all the staff and administrators around me. And I knew that if there were any challenges, there would be people there to help. And it went really smoothly. There were hundreds of kids that came from schools across the state, and we had a really successful math competition. And now next year's competition will actually be held in Memphis. So that's one thing that I was able to do through Dobbins Bennett, and they empowered me to do something on my own. So it's not just what Dobbins Bennett provides for us and gives their students, but also it's what they can allow the Dobbins Bennett students to do on their own, basically. And another example of that is like internships or work experience. So after my ninth grade year, I wanted to work. I wanted to get a summer job or some experience in at Ballad Health, and I saw that on the Dobbins Bennett website they were offering positions for different um, health positions, physical therapists, and other jobs at the hospital for volunteering and for internship work. And getting help from the Dobbins Bennett career counselors and some of the really helpful teachers, I was able to get an internship and shadow at the Ballard Health Corporate Finance Department. And obviously, that's another thing that's not directly affiliated with Dobbins Bennett, but it's something that they provided me the opportunity to do. So I just want to say I'm honored to be able to attend Dobbins Bennett, and I'm honored to be able to be in front of you guys here today and receive this academic award. And I don't think that could be possible without everybody in this community who's helped me um, go along through this journey. And then one little thing after I graduate, I plan to go to UT Austin, as Dr. Davis alluded to. So UT Austin is in Austin, obviously, but I don't want to talk too much about myself, but I took a visit down there over spring break, and I love the campus. And although I still consider it the fake UT, I did really enjoy it, and I loved all their programs. So yeah, that's a little bit about what I'm going to do after I hopefully graduate next week.